start the stream.
I have a crack in my neck.
Hi everybody.
Hello.
We're gonna try and fight the sound of the. Gosh, why am I struggling?
The game?
Yes, we're gonna try and fight the in-game sound today.
So I
as
gotta
we
talk
go,
louder.
because I had to turn it up since we're about to go into a trial, and most of it is voice acted. So we need to go ahead and equip our skills, or buy skills first. By matter of fact. So to do that, we go to the report card. We go down to Usami. And there is one that I want us to have right off the bat, and that is Melodious Voice. It's effective during panic talk action, and it allows us to do more damage when we're doing it. So yes, that is one I want to get. Algorithm was really good.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what any of this stuff does. Or
I played the first game, so I know what they are. So yeah, we get Algorithm. What is upshift, downshift? Increases your aiming speed, effective during non-stop debate. I really don't need that, actually. I feel like my aiming speed is just fine. What is Moonsault? Increases jumping. Okay, that's Logic Drive. Maneuver, Logic Drive, Showdown, Rebuttal Showdown, Ambidextrous. Allows you to lock onto two statements at once, panic talk action. That's useful, actually. Okay, so, and then we're gonna get one more. I want us to find one more. Cooling Post, what is that? So, oh, yep, let's get that one. Okay. So now that we got all those bought with our Hope Crystals there.
Yeah.
I know how I said Victoria and I would talk about it. I was like, nah, I'll go pick them up.
I didn't know what we were doing.
I know what I'm doing. Oh, wow! How I love how in the second game, they have this change difficulty button right here. In the first game, they didn't do that, so I ended up playing through the whole first game on gentle difficulty, so I didn't want to replay through a whole chapter. Time to set skills. Let's go ahead and get Algorithm, Melodious Voice, and Ambidextrous equipped. Because those are the ones that I absolutely want on. Cool and Composed can wait, though. So, how's everybody doing on the stream? As in, Gianna.
I'm dying inside.
Gianna, how are you?
No. Yeah.
Just give her a second. Yeah, but the stream has delay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for Gianna's answer. While we're waiting for Gianna's answer, we're gonna recap on what happened. If you don't want spoilers, I suggest you go back and watch the previous episode. If you don't want spoilers on that, go back 2 episodes. Good, Gianna, because you're getting ready to face the first trial with us. Yeah, if you don't want spoilers, go back to whenever last you watched. Because we're about to start the first class trial, and I'm going to recap what happened in 3, 2, 1.
35.
Okay, so what happened in the last episode was we had a party, we started out at the blackout, Byakuya was killed, and we investigated. That is all we did last time.
You know what was funny was that we had a blackout too.
Yeah, it was actually kind of funny. We had a blackout at about 5:30, 6 o'clock last night, and nobody died. So
I thought
you thought you were going to. So, should we go over the truth bullets?
Sure.
Let's go over the truth bullets. Monokuma file number 1. The victim's body was discovered in the dining hall of the old building near the Hotel Mirai. The estimated time of death is 11:30 p.m. The victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat and abdominal region, resulting in death. Aside from that, the body has no external injuries, and no chemicals such as poison were detected. The body under the table is face down, as if Byakuya were reaching for something. So that explains how he died there. Bloodstained knife found under the table where the body was discovered. A glowing paint-like substance coats it. Bloodstain under the table. A pool of blood formed around the body underneath the table A lot of blood was splattered against the inside of the tablecloth. Also, there was no sign that the body was dragged through the blood stain. Gaps in the floor. The floor of the dining hall were full of gaps. Gundam dropped one of his earrings through these gaps.
Poor Gundam.
Very poor Gundam. The AC timer in the dining hall was set to 11:30. The AC timer in the office was also set to 11:30. Night vision goggles. Found under the table where the body was discovered. Apparently it came from the supermarket. Embarrassing pose. During the blackout, Mikan tripped and fell in the dining hall. By the time the lights came back on, she ended up in a compromising position. Duralumin case. The case Byakuya had with him. There's a lot of security equipment inside and a hard plastic case as well. The key to the other duralumin case is inside here too. Ibuki's account. During the blackout, Ibuki was able to discern all the noise people were making. And then it's all the noise the people were making. And I mean all the noise the people were making. My future is pitch black. Iron in storage room. There were 3 irons placed inside the storage room. When Nagito found them, they were all turned on. Storage room tablecloth. A blood-stained tablecloth was found randomly stuffed inside the laundry hamper. Teru's account. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That's why Teru couldn't use it during the blackout. So, actually, we had a talk with our grandmother today. Yeah. These even portable gas stoves have little mini propane tanks on the inside that power them on without electricity. So Teru was lying here. Party dishes. Teru poured his heart and soul into cooking various party dishes. However, Akane and Pekka were the only ones who ate them. If fire breaks out, the fire door in the hallway of the old building can be shut to keep the fire from spreading. I don't know where this is going to become relevant at all. Kitchen equipment list. The knife found at the crime scene was not included on all the kitchen's equipment list. All the dangerous equipment that could be potential weapons were confiscated by Byakuya. Apparently, there's an iron plate for barbecue and a portable stove for cooking hot pots. When Chiaki's account. When Chiaki was standing guard outside, Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building, then walked away. Murder threat. A threatening letter that was found inside Byakuya's room. Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. The author of this letter is unknown. Kazuichi's account. During the search for Byakuya after the blackout, Kazuichi headed straight to the office. He didn't see anyone there, including Peko. Mikan's autopsy results. According to Mikan's autopsy, Byakuya sustained several puncture wounds to his chest and abdomen. The wounds were inflicted by a thin, sharp weapon roughly 5 millimeters in diameter. Nekomaru's account. Nekomaru kept trying to use the bathroom since before the party started, but someone was using it the whole time. He was able to enter the bathroom after Byakuya's body was discovered. Monokuma file number 1. Okay, we're back to the beginning. As I get ready to reread Monokuma file number 1. Alright, so it's time that we jump right into the case, you guys.
Hey.
Here we go. Guess we are ready to begin the class trial.
Let's go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Why is
If you vote correctly, only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong
You'll
person,
figure it out.
I'll punish everyone
Why is it literally
besides
like
the
that?
blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Yeah,
Most
so.
definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
Let me just point out how much I hate the little midget chef. I don't like him. I don't like him. He lied about the stove. I was going to use that stove to cook my Hot Pockets in the middle of that blackout, and he wouldn't let me use it because he said it was powered by electricity. No, she knows who all dies, I'm pretty sure. But she doesn't know who done it, and she doesn't know how.
No, yeah, I don't know how, but I know, like, most of, like, who died and who's blackened.
And she doesn't know anything that happens during the trials, and I really don't know anything that happens during the trials, so...
I don't know how trials go. You watched a playthrough, though.
I did, but it was a while ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Was when I
2 weeks ago.
ended it. So last time I saw this was about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago.
I get too bored watching these, so.
Alright.
You hate me that much? Now,
Yeah.
let's begin!
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
Ditto.
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Alright. Trying something different.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Felt that.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
Not here.
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
This is moving slow.
What does that mean?
So I'm gonna start clicking.
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
The most pressing issue on our minds?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Oh my gosh, now I hear Himiko.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. We can't do that. No thinking about if. It's a waste of time. He's under there because he was killed under there, right? We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle, and fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and choose your truth bullets to blast the right one. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so be careful. You can press the escape key during these arguments, so you can review your controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm immediately going to hit the escape key, because...
You're immediately doing this?
Yes, I'm immediately going to hit the escape key.
Oh.
Why would...
Okay. I just need to figure out what the fast forward button is. Control key. Okay. So it's very obvious to me that it has to be bloodstained under the
in a
table.
place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
I'm not.
Oh.
After the killer murdered Byakuya,
Just doing that just because I missed
probably moved the body there.
it. No. That's what's wrong right there.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, there was no way. Right?
Kazuichi, why did you go with that part?
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Because the bloodstain wasn't dragged, right?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
That'd be a lot of person to drag.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Yeah.
You can hear it just fine in your headphones, right? It's not quiet or anything?
No.
Okay, just making sure, because my headphones are quiet, so I'm going to cover up my other ear.
Alright.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
No, you're an idiot.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Oh no, I
That
just
was
became
too
the one
mean.
person who I hate.
That was too mean.
I just became the one person who I hate. I became Hiyoko.
Hiyoko, that was mean.
I respond better to praise, you know.
There's nothing to praise there!
That's literally me.
He's got a booger coming out of his nose.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
Yes!
What? You think he was killed under the table?
That's what I just said, Nekomaru. You idiot.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
That's a good question, actually.
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
I don't think so.
Alright, Akane.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
No, Gianna, Mahiru is not Hashime's lover.
No, Gianna. Even I knew that.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
Yes. The reason Byakuya dove under the table. If it's connected to what Byakuya was doing under the... Oh, God. Does it have to do with the knife?
I can prove it with this. It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, "I am the murder weapon!"
I love you, Gianna. I love you, Ibuki, thanks!
Wow,
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there.
I'll smack my face against the wall right now.
So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
I don't know.
Wasn't there glowing paint on it or something?
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Yeah, there had to be glowing paint on it, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
I don't think that's it. He wouldn't have been able to. There's a blackout.
That's not possible.
I agree with Pekko.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
Pekko, you're scary.
This is almost like a real trial.
Isn't that kind of the point, Monokuma?
Yeah.
During the previous statements, there was only one weak spot. But from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there are, there will only be one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what it said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful, and everybody will think that you are the killer, Hajime. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Obviously, we're going to be looking for someone with glowing paint, right? Oh my goodness. Oh! Is that what the night vision goggles were for?
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct.
Yes, I agree.
If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
Right.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Yeah.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's not it. Yep, it's the night vision goggles. I love how I'm able to pick these up with like no problem.
Yeah, you really know what you're doing. I'm over here.
Well, that's
Byakuya
because
was
I played through
probably
the
the
first
only
game.
one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yakuza. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Oh no. Mahiru, please stop. Don't hurt me, please.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Oh, I don't know how to do this.
I think he's right.
This is... I think that Hajime's right. But
No.
also though... What?
I kind of think, I don't know, I think Mahiru is
Well, if Mahiru was right, then we wouldn't be having this rebuttal argument. Right?
true.
I don't know how to do a rebuttal argument, because this is new to this game.
Yeah.
So, we're about to find out.
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Byakuya. I like how they say it.
Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument? Yes, I was. It's not ready for it.
Stop reading my text.
Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Byakuya.
Byakuya. Byakuya.
Just kidding. I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks using the WASD keys. What?
WASD.
Wait, what am I using the WS? Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. Based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during the one round of the debate. You will lose counter sharpness even if you miss, so please be careful. When the mood skews to your advantage, for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots, but you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood towards the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? What's a truth blade? I'm terribly sorry, it appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. What did the WASD keys do? Hold on. It's gonna be about the Durlin case. Oh! Okay, so that's how I slash. Okay.
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Okay, that makes sense, actually.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh no, I screwed up. I found a hole in your argument. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. I need to refute Mahiru's claim with everyone.
Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the... I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the killer couldn't have brought them to the crime scene because they were in the Durlin case.
Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Oh, we just lost Victoria for a bit. She's gotta go with my mom. Alright.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Ha, Mahiru, I'm better than you.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
Yes, it would. It was a self-defense case.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
Agreed, Yoko. The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it. Oh, the duct tape!
I see!
Okay.
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, So that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
We know the answer to this. Isn't that letter?
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
You know this though, Nagito. You were with us when we found the note.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be?
I think so.
Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Yes, he was in possession of the all-seeing eye.
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right. Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur. This is because of the... Where is it? The murder threat.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Hajime, that was a little too urgent. Everyone! Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
The hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
I believe you for once.
Are you sure?
Shut up, Maki.
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Friendly.
Those are still lies.
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other.
Which we confirmed with Nagito, that makes sense.
Yeah.
In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But they were ahead of him.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
I believe that.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
Such a smart man.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
You beat him up, Akane. I'll help you. Well, actually, Hajime won't, but I'll jump into the screen and help you.
Well, obviously, the killer.
Nah, really.
The killer? Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
You tell him, Gundam.
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya?
Oh yeah.
There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
Yeah, Sonia.
What is it, Miss Sonia?
Shut up, Kazuichi.
I was gonna say that.
That's my girl.
No.
That is mine. Gundam Tanaka's Miss Sonia.
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
That's a good question. But that would be the glowing paint, right? Like, I thought that's how Byakuya navigated. But maybe that was the killer?
No, I think that was the killer, because it was on the knife.
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Exactly. So now we're in a dilemma.
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. Because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table into his hands. Yeah, it's the glowing paint.
Yeah.
I see!
He used Byakuya.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint.
And they were
right?
probably together.
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
And there was only one person there in advance, right? Nagito, right? Nagito was the only person in that room.
True.
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
Yeah, they probably preset it, right?
No.
No, probably. When you think about it, I mean, you have the 3 irons and the ACs, right?
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Like how your room works with a breaker,
Let's not talk about
You have like your hair dryer going, and you got your phone plugged in and all that, and then you have your heater going, and it blows the circuit in your room.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
Maybe?
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
I don't know about that one. Because she wasn't in there, was she?
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
That's right.
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
Ibuki!
I am not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
Thank you, Athane.
Akane.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Pecco's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
Nobody would.
Yeah, no one's that tall.
Nobody's that tall except for Akuma.
Yeah,
It's weird
exactly.
stretchy arms.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
Then again, she could have
That's
used her
Luigi.
bamboo sword, but she didn't have that because Byakuya probably took it.
No, because technically it's not like...
It is a weapon. If you hit it just right, it can kill somebody.
Oh, rip. I forgot about that.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout? Is that really what happened?
I don't think so.
After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. We can call these weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots. The blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets to prove that other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Uh-oh. This is telling us we're gonna have to agree with something here.
Alright.
It's going to be... oh crap. It's gonna be Nekomaru's account.
You think so?
I have a feeling.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
No, that's not it.
That's impossible.
Yeah, because either that or she actually can't clear.
Why is it
That doesn't make
impossible?
any sense.
Because I was not in the office.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not even before the blackout.
So wait, so was she...
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office?
Mm-mm.
That's clearly a desperate
It's
excuse.
gonna be the before the party thing. Just from listening to Peko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony.
Since Peko was in the office,
Yeah, it's not Terra. Okay.
she could have caused the blackout at any...
That's impossible.
So wouldn't hers be like...
Because I was not in the office. Not even
Yeah.
before the blackout.
This has to be it,
I was
right?
like, it had to be
agree
that
with that.
one.
Oh, look at both of them. So adorable.
I was like, I thought that was gonna be it right away.
No,
I
think
just,
Peko
I
was
wasn't
telling the
absolutely
truth.
confirmed that was going to be
Yeah,
it.
but like I was just getting ready to say, I was like, but didn't... She said she wasn't at the office. So
Was she,
couldn't-
was she the one in the bathroom?
That's what I was thinking.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
Hajime probably is, let's not lie.
No.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it as many times, but the door just won't open at all.
That's the worst voice.
It's
Yeah.
true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time, shortly after the party started.
But it'll continue on tomorrow, too. That'll be the voice I use tomorrow,
Yeah,
the voice
let's
crack.
not talk about how I say Byakuya.
That was mentioned a long time ago.
I know.
And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Gianna.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekka was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
It's true.
I guess that would be true.
You guess?
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
Commode?
Why?
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
You tell him, Mahiru. You tell him how insensitive he is.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. ... It's shit.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
They're guys, what do you expect? Teenage high school kids. You were raised in the basement.
Don't bring... I'm gonna tell you something later. Don't even.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Nekomaru, true gentleman. He's the Gonta before Gonta.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I hate you, Nekomaru. Shut up.
I said it's fine.
Oh, Nekomaru's getting embarrassed. Pekko's getting embarrassed.
Nekomaru. Was this like that one where you were like, they're talking about Pekko pooping?
Oh, I must have been. Man, Pekko's blushing. I'm gonna start like shipping Pekko and Nekomaru. Call it Pekkomaru.
No.
Yeah.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
She had to have, right?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach.
But now we have to figure out, did Akane get food poisoning?
Akane eats everything though.
Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Get out! Just get out!
No one. No.
Teru.
I'm scared.
Seriously, stop it.
Thank you, Hajime.
I've actually
Still,
had that happen to me.
Your stomach pain.
Not like...
Was that really just a coincidence?
I've had like... In like kindergarten, I was scared of the dark, and I was in like their bathrooms had like the sensor lights, and I was staying still for so long in the bathroom that it just went dark, and I was scared.
Just make sure to stay away from Teru.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
Oh, kind of a break.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
I mean, he's kind of got a point.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
I wasn't paying attention on who was talking. I thought it was Akane because her mouth was open.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pekko's stomach was a coincidence, or if someone intentionally caused it. It had to be intentionally caused because Akane's fine.
Yeah.
Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Right? You know what I think of laxatives? I think of that scene in DR3, the end of Post High School Discover.
Did you eat anything weird?
Aphrodisiac thing.
No.
I don't remember eating anything
The
weird.
one where...
Now that you mention it...
Hold on. Okay. No, I'm talking about the scene where Nagito was supposed to get the laxatives.
Oh, that scene.
And...
Oh, and what's her face?
Ruruka was supposed to get the reactivator. And...
Stop drinking so
happen.
loudly.
That's the scene I'm talking about. And like, she gave all of the flippin' judges stomach aches.
Oh, yeah.
You know that has to be a direct reference to this, right?
I don't think so.
You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that.
Bet.
I don't like those.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Whether Pecco's stomach was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. We need to clarify that first. Oh, you're a great help,
Did you
Hajime.
eat anything weird?
There's nothing else that could be the difference here, so it has to be this one.
Now that you brought food to the office just a little bit from...
There might
So
have
it
been
has
some
to be-
laxatives.
Taro cooked the...
I wouldn't do anything like laxatives would ruin the taste.
Nope, okay. Has to be the laxatives one. So then it wasn't laxatives. What? Was I wrong about something? I didn't put any laxatives in my dish.
What about that?
Looks like I made a mistake. I should have thought about this one more time. I have no idea.
So read
Did
the
you
other
eat
ones.
anything weird?
There's only one other one.
I don't remember eating. Now that you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
So it has to be this.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't
It's
you?
not laxatives then. Okay.
No, that's
yes, because
wrong.
we can testify with Akane that there wasn't laxatives in it. Okay, I got that backwards on what I was doing.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
Some of it, most of it.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Poor Pecco.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh god.
Cease this bickering.
Thank you, Sonia.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
No, we keep getting sidetracked.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Oh my god.
Trashy skank?
Man, if that was Mew would have been.
It's like a Mew and Kokichi fight between Kyoko.
But except it's backwards.
Yeah.
It's like. Okay. As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it clear how the blackout occurred. Oh god. So it's probably irons in the storage room, right?
Yeah, because there was 3
Who
already.
tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Don't bop me, please.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
I don't believe so.
No.
Maybe they used a remote control?
No.
They probably messed with the breaker.
No.
It does not have to be the breaker.
It's cool.
They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Could it be the power supply?
Maybe they
feel like
caused a
it.
power surge?
That's it. That's it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, Mahiru. I love those consent pictures.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
And who could that someone be? Could it have been the person who was cleaning? Huh? I think it's Nagito.
Which is why those
I don't
3
think so.
irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
I think Nagito killed the Yakuya.
I don't think so.
Although I know it's not the not Nagito.
And I was like, I don't think so.
I mean, I've seen later parts of this game. Nagito is supposed to survive.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
That's because he had them on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Here's my question: Did Nagito cause the power surge?
I don't think so.
Because not Nekomaru. Teru also had to use the kitchen in there, right? Good food.
Yeah.
So it's really between those two. Who caused the power surge?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it seems that's how the killer caused the
It
blackout.
has to be, right?
I don't think it's Nagito though.
You don't think Nagito caused the power surge?
No, because if you think about it, Teru is the one that says, well, gas stoves can't.
Well, okay, but
He
that had
turned on-
nothing to do with the power
He's
surge, though.
supposed to be a cook. Wouldn't you know that?
Okay, but this has nothing to do with the power surge.
I'm just saying. During
We're talking about who caused the power surge.
I still think it's Teru.
Stupid fool!
Oh my gosh, that scared me.
Alright.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
Please, go ahead.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Sorry. I mean, at least I didn't have to use the bathroom halfway through.
Yeah. It was Nekomaru.
Oh, here we go, rebuttal showdown. Of course we have another one. It's gonna be the AC timer.
Yeah.
If the irons in the storage room caused the black, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
Yeah.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the... If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Because they weren't the only things. Remember, it only went black after that beep happened.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too!
Oh my gosh, stop calling him Ham Hand.
Just leave me alone.
I see.
She's mean.
When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Why is Indubitably so funny?
We were talking about this whole time.
What?
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out.
He just knows too much about that.
True.
So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
Of course, he can be very unlucky sometimes for a lucky student.
True. He's like unlucky, and then like as soon as like
I think that Naegi's really the ultimate unlucky student, and that Nagito is really the ultimate lucky student, but his luck works in a really weird way.
yeah.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout. Indubitably.
Yeah, Sonia.
Yes, Miss Sonia.
Really? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun!
Oh, so you do know something, you little shit.
He knows everything.
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
For once, I agree with you.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
Holy crap, Makiru, calm down.
I agree with
Couldn't have
Mario.
prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach.
But again, if she had her kendo sword, she would have been able to fix it, right?
Yeah, but that was, like you said, it was probably taken away.
Maybe. I didn't pay attention enough during the,
I didn't see it.
And hold on, we can check this now. We can go pull it up. Let's go check. Did she have her kendo sword with her during this party? If that is the question. Did she have a kendo sword with her during the party? Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Give us a moment just to figure this out.
You keep going on, I'll look.
Okay.
Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
That was completely out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
Oh my god.
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Yeah, he's gone like off the edge.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred.
Alright.
But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress. Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
No.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
Nagito, there's something wrong with Nagito all the time.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. Let's stop this already. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
Friends? We've known each other for a day.
I don't want to do this either.
I thought it was more than just one day.
It's been like 3.
Me too! Please, take me home already!
I agree.
I want to go home and eat candy!
Oh my goodness.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we?
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong.
Thank you, Chiaki.
I think.
I think. Very reassuring.
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You say?
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
By the way that the suspicious person's been acting?
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking
Well, on
about?
her sprite, it looked like she had it.
Yeah, she has it on her sprite that she has it.
Yeah.
First of all,
Hold on.
let's try thinking about how the killer was able to
Yeah.
obtain the knife during the blackout.
Yeah, so, hold on. Peko did have her kendo sword with her. So she could have prevented the blackout. It's definitely possible. Right?
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? She asking how the killer got close to that table? That's a good point. Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still very dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
There's only one person next to that table.
It's Nagito.
Just as I thought, this diagram is a clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the how the killer was able to move to the table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. It's that.
Here!
It's that cord down there at the bottom right. I've been thinking about it this whole
desk
time.
lamp to move to that table in the dark.
Yep.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
No.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Yes, they could have. Of course, there's no way they used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used power cord.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
Of course.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Nagito.
Who?
The only person who could have possibly done it. It had to be Nagito. He's the only person who was next to the desk.
Yeah.
You're the only one!
Yeah.
Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
Tori, you with Mom, go turn down the music. I don't want to get copyright strike. Give us just a moment, you guys were having a little bit of difficulties with the room next door. So I'm just going to continue to talk over it for now.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Yes. Nagito's chance to hide the knife under the table was when he was cleaning.
I see!
That's right.
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Oh, with Nagito's weird luck, yeah.
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Did he do that?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Yeah.
Can't you guys just,
To be honest, what?
Can't you just like make this easier? Have everyone write down something and just compare handwriting.
Oh, I never thought of that actually. You actually couldn't tell me
But there's a flaw in that the killer still could fake that.
Yeah, they could fake their handwriting.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would prepare the drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't think he rigged it, I think he's just lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
Somebody's worried. Hey Gianna, how do you feel about this? Nagito.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Uh-oh.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either.
Yeah, right now Hajime has a crush on you.
Right now.
We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya.
Byakuya.
Yeah, but I think that he's the one who killed. I think that he's the one who rigged the power grid.
I just agree with Gianna in general.
Look, okay, right now Hajime has a giant crush on Nagito.
Hajime just doesn't know what to think.
Nagito, say something.
Buddy,
Oh no, he's freaking out.
what's going on?
Oh, they pushed him over the edge.
Wait. Love it.
Oh my god, they pushed him over the edge.
Oh,
The
baby.
Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death!
That's where this line comes from.
Yeah.
How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Those eyes. That moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly. So layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
Nagito.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
I don't think he's lying, that's the issue.
No.
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
I believe that.
Are you sure? I don't know.
And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout.
I believe this too. This is an issue that I'm having right now.
After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
More nuts than Ibuki biting me earlier.
Nagito let that happen.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out.
No, because Nagito said ow. It wasn't Byakuya who said ow.
Yeah, it was Nagito.
Even though I thought that it was Byakuya who said ow, it wasn't. It was Nagito.
But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably. Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
I'm with Kazuichi right now.
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Oh, yeah.
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys.
Does he have an inferiority complex just like Toko?
I think so.
I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless.
That answers my question. He does have an inferiority complex.
I thought that.
I'm too arrogant to have dreams
Oh.
or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything.
I love how
I've
Mikado
made
said-
peace with the fact that I'm
Yeah.
a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
I have that.
Man,
I
Nagito.
have the quote.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
Ibuki!
I don't think so, but okay.
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
You know, that doesn't help, Sonia. That does not help.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
No, Sonia.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did.
That I'm not sure of.
There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
Never mind. Maybe he did send the letter.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
Your time.
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely
like
able to
threatening
manipulate his
Byakuya.
actions.
Byakuya.
I heard Yakuya.
Yakuya. By threatening the Yakuza.
Yeah.
Then, how about the old-looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it. And he was pretty good at it.
In doing
will
so,
say.
Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. You stayed in there for a long time, I think it would be bad for your health. Oh, was he trying to get her to avoid the irons?
I think so. That's what I was thinking now.
In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
Yeah.
Yep.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, it was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But
Nag-
you're wrong about one thing.
Nagito's way too serious about this. Like, way too calm.
Yeah. And also, he's kinda loco.
But he's way too calm.
But also, I still want to get back to what happened during the blackout when Ibuki heard, because Nagito's the one who said, ow.
Yeah.
Not Byakuya. If Byakuya had been stabbed, he would have, like, given some sort of
Byakuya
noise.
was saying, what the hell?
Yeah. When he found the knife, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
This is gonna get into what I was saying.
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
There's luck.
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Hey, Gianna, just heads up, I think he is a worthless human.
I don't say that.
At least he is in the game. He's more helpful in the anime.
No, I like him in the game.
He is. I like it when he gets Kazuichi hit by a truck.
I do too. I felt that though.
Nagito's talent? I believe his talent is the ultimate baby face. No, that's baby gangsta.
Ultimate unlucky.
Ultimate transporter. No, that's somebody else.
Yeah.
Ultimate unlucky student, that's Naegi, so it has to be this one.
See! You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm up to the red mark. Someone called the ultimate lucky student. Oh, haha. For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty.
Nah, cleaning
just like I wanted.
Cleaning is just Nagito's therapy.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore.
But Hajime is so sad that he's about to lose his boyfriend, his husbando.
More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed? Oh, the despair it brings.
We all know you don't like the stare. The stare?
The stare?
The stare.
The stare is all I heard.
It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter.
Yes.
That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Me too, Nekomaru.
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Oh, alright.
I don't think I'm ready to vote.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Thank you.
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this?
I'm actually curious at what she's gonna bring up here.
Is Nagito really the killer?
That's a good
I'm
thought,
literally
Nikon.
Mikon during this part.
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
That's unnerving.
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange. If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
Stop.
Hiyoko, shut up!
I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Yeah.
But we know who the killer is.
No, we don't.
Simply listening is acceptable.
Yeah, we haven't used all of our truth bullets. That's my concern here.
However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
Well, like I said, Nagito's way too calm
Calm
about
about
it.
it? I think he would be calm though if he had killed somebody.
I don't
He would be relying on his luck, wouldn't he?
No.
Yeah.
No, because his luck sometimes works in nasty ways.
Yeah, but it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
So first it would lean on him, and then it would lean off of him if he was the killer. So he wouldn't care. From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. By the way, if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, all it means is this explanation didn't mean anything at all. It had no meaning whatsoever. Oh, please don't worry. I'm not going to fall into despair. Tutorial. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. That will be explained later. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. What start button? I don't have a start button. You mean the escape button? Well then, good luck and have fun. It's acting like I have a controller for you. Is this going to be Ibuki's account? I bet you it is.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
I don't think so.
He has already confessed. You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it.
Just spit it out already,
He
Nikon.
killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
No, guys.
Why does Nikon think it's strange? She must know something that contradicts the crime scene. It's not Ibuki's account.
It's strange that...
No.
It's gonna be Mikon's autopsy.
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
And you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be the knife. Is the knife 5
Bastard
millimeters?
Nagito is the one. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
It's
No,
big.
that's wrong.
That knife was at least an inch
Yeah.
long. There's no way.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say,
Is it
right,
that missing
Mikon?
skewer?
Could it be? I thought that was missing from the beginning, though.
But that's what Teratero said. How do you know?
But where would he hide it? There's nowhere to hide it.
I don't know.
What the hell are you
His
talking
pants?
about?
Who knows?
It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
His pants? Yeah, you know, I don't see anything sharp poking through the front of my pants. You didn't, but he had to be pat down before he came in.
Yeah, but the skewers were in the kitchen. Byakuya didn't do a double pat down.
I guess you're right.
But, based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
But could Nagito have taken it and hidden in his pants? He could have gone. He could have gone in there when Teratero was paying attention. This is my point here.
I don't think so.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife.
That's true.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Hiko!
Not a whorehouse.
Girl, that girl has trauma. Don't even bring that back.
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Yeah, you tell her.
Is this what you're
you
trying to say,
talking?
Mikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
We can prove that it's not.
All I know is after this trial, everyone's like, Nagito?
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Oh, that's what I'm seeing too, Mahiro.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikan's the one who said it.
Don't you pin that all on her.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
You think?
I think so.
Hiding?
What could you be hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Oh, yeah, there was that scuffle, right?
Who knows?
I think Ibuki does.
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Yeah.
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
You piss me off, Hiyoko.
Nah,
Stop being mean to Mikan. Stop being mean to Mikan.
Oh,
What happened during the blackout?
I've heard it sometimes.
Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Steak? Like, you mean S-T-E-A-K?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
Despite that it came from him.
No, that's not it.
Not it. What's not it?
The truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened. Oh. Yep.
I can prove it with this.
Ibuki's?
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it.
Yeah, this is going to talk about that owl that I was talking about, right?
Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For reals?
Don't act so surprised.
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
I will step on your feet again.
No.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Yeah.
There's the owl.
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
Oh, Akane.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
And Sonya was correct on that, too.
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
I knew that was Kazuki. He always speaks after Sonya.
Always.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
Alright.
She has literally the best personality in this game,
Yeah.
next to Gundam.
I already dislike Kyoko now.
Told you, I've hated
I like
Kyoko.
Kyoko, but I don't like that she just like did that.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
She's crying though halfway. Like
She is, she's laughing.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark,
Do you think she said that in their voices?
Maybe. She's really good at voice acting.
Yeah.
What the hell? What's going on here? This
is...
Ow!
Ow!
Oh.
it almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
If he had, then wouldn't he have ended up on his back and on his face?
Yeah.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make.
That you're not the killer?
Yeah.
I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
Yeah.
He shoved you out? Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So was Byakuya.
Or is it lucky that you didn't, because you would have died in the trial?
Yeah.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife? And he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it. Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Ow.
Ew. That's when he was pushed.
I could interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys.
It's true.
I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan.
Until that moment.
But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles.
It's true.
What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
Essentially.
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair?
You know what sucks is the fact that I can actually hear Naeki's voice in this now.
But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward.
All you have to do is like octave Nagito's voice up.
Yeah.
Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now it's not the time to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here.
That's possible.
Oh, that means that we are halfway through the trial.
Yeah.
Well now.
Now then, the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's the question for you.
What's this?
To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. I know who the killer is, give it to me.
10 billion?
Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue
Now
on.
then, what are you gonna do?
Left mouse. Button continue on. B, guess the killer challenge. Oh man! Just kidding, you can't make a choice. I thought I was gonna get to guess. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
You fooled me, you jerk.
You're so evil! Villain! You are truly a villain!
Monokuma, I divorce you. Yeah, let's save our progress. Here. Yes. Alright, we're resuming the trial.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Why is this the same?
The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed, and his killer is among this group of students?
Yes.
This group of students?
I know she
No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it.
I'll never believe it.
She's like Gota.
Gota never believe it.
Yeah.
'Cause I believe in everyone.
I believe in
So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
Oh, I save more than
regularly. Why does she
regularly?
She says that how I say it. Regularly.
Well, what now?
That's a good question, Nagito. That's a question I've been asking myself this whole time. What now?
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
No. And plus, there's still more evidence that we haven't used.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
I'm the judge of that. You don't get a choice.
Yeah.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
No, I'll clear him.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
So then how is he face down?
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Oh.
Let me just say something really sad. Nagito, that's because your parents are dead.
Wait, really?
Yes! I think you figured this out in his free time events. That his parents, died in a plane crash, and he got their...
wait, never mind, I did know that.
About your looks.
Yeah, and then he got, their fortune for it, so Nagito's super rich.
Oh.
Why does Mikon think Nagito looks clean? Because Nagito doesn't have any dust on him? Duh.
No.
He doesn't have any blood.
Yeah.
He's wearing a
Are
white
you trying
shirt.
to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
It's true.
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
That's true, that's a lot of blood.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
He is lucky, though.
But things he was shoved on ow, and why would he say the ow?
That's true.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
What would he use?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Hajime. Why, he's even smaller than Baby Gangsta.
That one TikTok that I showed you.
This is obviously talking about what we saw in the storage room. Yes, there's only one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter. Storage room tablecloth.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
They're having us do a lot of these, pick the evidence and the multiple choice ones, which are really easy compared to non-stop debates.
Yeah.
I know that when we play V3 on mean mode, it's going to be incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
He wouldn't have had time to make it all the way to the storage room.
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you,
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, hitting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone.
It wasn't the knife, though. The knife is bigger than 5mm.
That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be
then
Oh, shoot.
what does it mean?
That every time somebody's talking, my finger slips and hits something.
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Huh?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Right.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
What?
I don't understand at all!
I'm literally Ibuki. The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different?
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle.
Somebody's getting really worried real quick.
I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
Was the rug under the table?
Yeah.
Was the rug under the table?
Yeah.
Okay, because
I think so.
Or was it just floorboard?
I think it was the rug. I don't know, Byakuya's body was covering it.
Moving forward,
Hold on.
we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
We can check now.
No.
No, there was no rug under the table. And that means if it really was 5 millimeters, do you think the floorboards were far enough out?
Yeah. Well,
Then maybe
Gundam
it happened
lost his
under the
earring
floor?
for that.
Well, how did Gundam find his earring?
I don't know.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. 1. If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make 2 of the same letters clash while you try to not like 2 different letters clash. This Hangman's Gambit was ridiculously easy in the first game.
Yeah.
Because it was just swirling letters and it didn't matter if they hit each other.
Yeah.
But I know that in 2 and 3 it gets extremely hard. That is what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. You move the reticle with the mouse and press the right mouse button while on top of the letter. You can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch a letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. If you press the right mouse button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. That is how you release a letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letter so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the right mouse button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing letters. Catch and release with the right mouse button, and after you fuse them, fire with the right mouse button. Okay. Why is everything the right mouse button?
No, no.
That's a whole lot of right mouse buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the keyword. Display the question with the tab key and figure out what keyword will answer to that question. About lining up the keyword, instead of pressing the right mouse button to fire the letter, please press the left mouse button. If that happens at the same time, the letter blows up and it will be sent to the key. Oh, okay, so left is to select that letter, right is to erase it. Okay. The letter is... If a sent letter is correct, it will fit in the keyword list. If it's not, the influence gauge will take damage. Okay, my biggest complaint. Hangman's Gambit is one of the biggest, most confusing things in this game. In any Danganronpa game. Yeah, it is the most confusing thing. Gianna, please tell me that I'm right about this. You must write the keyword in order. Based on the flying letters, please think about the completed word. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. If that's the case, it will still damage you, so please be careful. I took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? You can press the escape key during these scenes. If you press the escape key during these scenes, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. You hurt my brain right now, tutorial.
I don't know how to play this.
The place Byakuya gets stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing are the same.
I'm with you, Gianna. I'm very confused by it.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. So it's going to be under the floorboards.
Because he was facing down. It's not like...
Under the floor, yep. Oh gosh, everything's like...
Where you don't want things from.
Where did the killer stab Byakuya from? Okay, I got this. Where's the E? There we go. There's an E. Okay, now we need an R. Oh, of course.
Yeah. No,
you know, another big complaint that I have about this is the fact that it is so hard to get to the same letters on the screen that you want. That was a lot of points. F. I need O's. Oh. Thank you. Okay, we got an O. What is going on the side of the screen that I'm not seeing? It's like things are like blowing up. No! Finally, oh my goodness. That was stressful.
I got it!
Okay, yeah, it was under the floor. What?
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
Alright.
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table.
Yeah, there was no carpet. Alright.
If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. But from where? And how?
Yeah, here's the biggest issue. From where?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
That's right. If I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards. Oh, that's Gundam.
Yeah,
you're the only one!
Yeah, because he got his earring back.
Hey, Gundam. You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
The Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
The Hellhound earring.
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Ah, there it is. I have found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. I said I was referring to the Hellhound earring.
Yeah.
It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes.
Why?
However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear?
Can I just say that Gundam does not sound like a high school student?
No.
And he's the only one out of this whole group, besides Nekomaru, that doesn't sound like a high school student.
He's probably just very manly.
He is a very manly man. Just like Nekomaru, a very manly man. Did you hear me, stream? A very manly man Gundam is.
Now that we're men.
Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation.
It's true, you can see right there on his right ear.
Yeah. So it could have been him.
And if he had it on by the time the class trial began?
And there it is. Yep, right there on his right ear. Hajime is right.
then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
John, he used a magnet. Right?
Mhm.
It's the only way. Maybe he didn't have to go under the floorboards. Maybe he just used a magnet. Did Monokuma have a magnet?
I don't think so.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
But is he saying that
It's
Gundam went...
understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass.
What were you saying?
Is he saying that like Gundam went under the table
Under the
not
floorboards is what he said.
floor and then lost the earring and then
I think he's saying that Gundam did lose his earring above the floorboards,
yeah.
and I think that he went under the floorboards to retrieve it.
Yeah, so it can't be Gundam obviously.
Well, I don't think that that's what they're alluding to. I think they're asking Gundam how he got under the floorboards.
Oh.
But I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
Of course, he could have just sent his 4 Dark Devas down there.
Truly, this is the evil 4th eye.
Why didn't he just do that from the beginning? He could have done that through the lattice outside the building.
Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Okay, Sayachi, I'm literally gonna get up and slap you.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
Was it behind those boxes?
Maybe.
Yep. It was under the
One
boxes.
of my 4 Dark Devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos.
Beyond the total chaos. Beyond all the chaos. Of the Hellhound earring. Yes, I said I'm referring to the Hellhound earring.
A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Excuse you?
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it.
It makes sense.
If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Bookie.
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
Alright, yeah.
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right?
Nick, I mean, Terry Tiro hasn't said it. Flippin'.
Thing until...
No, I mean, inappropriate comment in a long time.
So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because Chiaki saw Fuyuhiko.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monami over there can be my witness, right?
Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
She calls herself Monami.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
In the blackout?
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... it obviously has to be him!
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really?
Chiaki's on.
What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
Oh my god, Fuyuhiko, this is not working for you.
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Shut up. When you talk, it only brings bad luck. Good news. You are now allowed to use the silencer. You can use the silencer with the right mouse button as many times as you want. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So aim carefully when you're using the silencer. Oh, but if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you will still be able to use the silencer, but it'll be somewhat pointless. However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to your heart's content. Bang 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 bang. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. There's so many tutorials. It's gonna be Chiaki's account.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Then they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Shut up.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know.
Right?
That means you have no alibi.
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Chiaki's his alibi.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened for you, Hiko? Oh, hey. What are you doing here, all alone in a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
That's a good point.
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
That probably turned on to irritating, I'll be honest with you.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party? It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
It's true, but what if the person wasn't at the party to begin with?
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
I mean, they weren't in the dining hall.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel there's something I overlooked. Clarity's sake, once again.
Here's we're getting close to the final stage.
We might need to charge her out. It's in the bag, by the way, just in case. Yeah.
The blackened or the spotless?
That's what I'm
Which is
saying. We might need to get it out of here. Yeah.
I think it's time to settle this.
Nagito said we're getting close. It's in the zipper. Oh god. Duralumin case, party dishes, fire door. Does it have something to do with the fire door or the kitchen? I bet you it's the kitchen equipment list.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
No, why?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
Like always.
What if they used a light?
Yeah. Yep,
I agree with that.
Thank you. Maybe.
I know. The killer had a light with him.
Yep, it's gonna talk about the thing, the gas stove.
Oh, I was right?
Connie has no idea she was right.
But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There's also iron plates for barbecue and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Stove. Portable stove. Iron plates and a portable stove. I do not recall seeing them on the shelf over there. Or I recall seeing them on the shelf over there. This kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problems using it.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around.
Yes, that contradicts something that somebody told us earlier.
So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
Yeah.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
There is? Huh?
A hole? What kind of hole?
Oh my god.
It would be great if you could explain it to
Can I
me.
just skip this line?
Much more.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
You know, you
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Exactly.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
I'll gladly battle against you.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. That's your ringtone. I mean, that's
Will
your
you be able
notification.
to break through my argument?
But what does he mean battle? Sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. It's almost like he's got this awareness that we're playing a rebuttal showdown. Damn it, there's no way I'm going to lose to someone like him.
Hello. Gladly.
It's gonna be. I feel like it has to be something to do with the fire door here, or the kitchen equipment last.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I can't back
I
down!
missed one. Thank goodness for a gaming
I
mouse.
don't doubt what Kazuichi said.
It has to be the fire
What are you
door.
trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway's sorrowful light was shining in such a dark hallway.
No?
Oh.
Such meager hope. There's no way I can let you win.
Crap!
Damn it, it looks like I screwed up. I need to think about this
The
again.
reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office
What is it?
was because the hallway was dark, right?
Oh,
Sorrowful light was shining in such a dark hallway.
I screwed up.
Damn it!
It's overcome. He's gonna go back to the original topic.
Did you forget what
I forgot
Kazuichi
what-
said earlier?
Ah!
He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I can't back down!
That was barely a success.
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said.
I'm like lost here.
What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi was because the hallway was dark, right? Sorrowful light was shining in such a dark hallway.
It's not that either.
So,
Crap!
what else could they do?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office
Night
because
vision
the hallway
goggles.
was dark, right?
No.
Sorrowful light was
What-
shining in such a dark hallway.
No.
I'm gonna.
What am I missing here?
Crap!
Wait.
Let's think
The
about it
reason
again.
Kazuichi couldn't see was because the hallway was dark, right? Sorrowful light was shining in such a dark hallway.
No. What am I missing? What is the answer to this? What is the answer to this?
What
I don't know
are
the
your
answer.
options?
I think I throw my options. Oh, is there something
The
besides
reason
that?
Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because
I
the
wonder.
hallway was sorrowful light was shining in such a dark hallway. Wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
That's
After
it.
all, he was walking
Oh,
near
no,
the
I
hallway,
missed.
right?
Oh no.
That was it. Okay. It's true the light source in the dark hallway would have stood out. So if the killer didn't have a light, the reason...
The reason
I
Kazuichi
see
couldn't
it.
see
Okay,
the office
yep, I was right
because the hallway
originally.
was dark. Sorrowful light was shining in such a dark hallway. Wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Nope, the fire door was
Allow me to
blocking.
cut through
So I
those
was right.
words.
I just jumped too early. Shut up, Gianna. I know it was painful to watch. It was
Nagito,
painful
did
to
you
do.
forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
I forgot that there could be multiple weak spots in the conversation, and I screwed it up.
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway.
It would. There's no way it can get through, just so that where fire can't get through.
Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Maybe Hajime is just another ultimate detective.
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
Because he wants to know too, though.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
Nagito to slow down, she might actually kill you.
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Nagito knows.
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
No.
If you think I am, I really don't mind.
I want to take a moment to just consider the fact that we probably have used every truth bullet in here at this point. Yep. Everything except for the embarrassing post.
Which I don't think that's...
I think it does become relevant. We've used Zero Lumen Case, we've used Kabuki's account, Irons. We haven't used Terry's account. That's it. There's two things we haven't used yet. The embarrassing pose and Terry's account.
Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it. No matter what it is.
So, you're telling me to call out the real killer. Even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? There's only one person who contradicted us. On multiple occasions. The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark. It's one of the only people not in the dining hall. And snuck under the floorboards to stab Yakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. But the only killer I can think of is... you and only you. Now see, I don't know how normal people would come up with this answer. Because Byakuya, he killed himself.
Yeah. But it has to be.
You're the only
It has to be. Tiro has to be the
Well,
killer.
because he was like... oh,
He's the only one in the kitchen.
Could it be
He's the only one in the kitchen.
Well, Andy was like, well, gas stoves
don't work. They don't work without the lights on.
No.
Yeah.
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
It's very true.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
He sounded
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
Nice.
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
Nagito's really feeling him on right here.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Oh my goodness, Akane.
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Oh,
Nagito, why are you interfering?
me too, Hajime.
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what?
Gianna!
It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
But Gundam did.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
Oh, there was glowing paint under the floorboards too.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
I agree, Buki.
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
The victim was targeted by a mark. What was that mark? Oh my lord, they saw the knife. They definitely saw the embarrassing pose, right?
Oh yeah.
I can prove it with this.
Oh my god, they saw the knife.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
Yeah.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
It's true, but does that mean that Nagito was the one that was planning to be killed, and not Byakuya?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Teru!
Oh, Nekomaru.
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
Yes, please.
You again? Just stop already!
I agree,
I want to
Mahiro.
hear him.
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
Quit sweating your little wiener sausage.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
She honestly heard him under the floorboards, right?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
My bad.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
She did. But what if she heard him from under the floorboards?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
No, it doesn't.
That's right! That's exactly it!
Shut up, not
But
helping yourself.
he was in the kitchen
Before that.
before the
But
blackout.
Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right?
Yes.
So, why was he in the dining hall?
And how did he get to the dining hall without being able to see?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
Victoria, get out of the Oreos.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
Shut up, Teru.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
Oh, that made me uncomfortable.
What do you say?
No way!
Nothing.
You look greasy. But I heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor.
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
Not necessarily.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in.
Okay, thank you, Nobito.
Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush
Yeah, me too,
Teru's
Gianna.
hope?
Oh god, what are we doing here? Knife, bloodstain, gaps in the floor. It's gonna be gaps in the floor, maybe? It has to be.
I don't think we talked about that yet.
Let me ask you again.
We did it to explain the murder weapon.
Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
Yeah.
There's no way I went to the storage room.
Not to me.
I was somewhere totally different.
Sounds pretty fishy.
I definitely heard Teruteru's voice.
Yes, you definitely heard him.
It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Ibuki definitely just like spoke
Right,
what Gianna
as long as
said.
I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Yep.
I'll shoot
That's
through
right.
that contradiction.
Yep. I knew it.
Just because we heard Teruteru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
Yep.
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Why do you keep asking him if it's true? Of course he's gonna deny it.
Can you explain this, Teru?
Thank you, Mikon.
I told you to wait a second, ain't I?
Oh god. Poor Mikon.
What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
I was in that day dining hall during the blackout.
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
I don't like his accent.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
Hiyoko, you got some pluses on it.
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Yeah.
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
I was there the whole...
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
Hiyoko, I think, speaks the truth.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
Oh, is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
His memories?
Share, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall? I probably can. Oh, you again.
You again! Whether or not Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him. What question, though? Oh, this is where this comes in.
I can prove it with this.
Did he see Mikon's embarrassing pose?
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back,
Yeah, he would have absolutely said something.
then you should know how Mikon was positioned at the time, right?
Well, what?
Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Also, if you guys listen very closely, you can hear Ichigo from Bleach, if you know what Bleach is, in Hajime's voice, because it's the same voice actor.
Huh? clever
Shark
way of
people.
tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so
All
easily.
I see is I think of like when Gianna's mom walked in on that moment.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly. How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
Huh? That's weird.
It
Just
wouldn't-
slipped from my mind.
Dude, it wouldn't slip from your mind. You're a pervert.
No, not
You'd like
him.
it.
There's
You'd be
no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Why are you Mahiru?
Even so. Nagito! Say something!
I guess you might have to give up now.
Nagito.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
I'm done.
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
If he's a dick. Isn't that obvious?
I like my videos.
Well, hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
The murder weapon hadn't been cleared up yet, yeah?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
Share.
You understand him? But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Shut up.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds,
This is where
it was
the,
a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5
this
millimeters
is
in
where
diameter.
the list comes in.
Well, we've already used the list one for yeah,
Also,
probably.
if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
I think we understood that
We
one.
understood that one.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it? Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent!
Me too, Buki. Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter of 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. Okay, this is gonna be another Hangman's Gambit.
Oh.
The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. What's that? Yep, here it is, Hangman's Gambit. I hate these.
This would be like missing skewer. This, I don't know.
What is at least... What could that 4-letter word be then?
I have no idea.
Nope, it's not Ness, I'll tell you that. Nope. It's not an O. Right? There's no way it could be an O. It's not an N. But there's definitely an N in that word. Is it long skewer?
Maybe.
I bet just long skewer.
Yeah.
Well, no, because there's an I. Iron skewer.
Oh, that one's gonna end with
Thank you.
There's the O's.
Oh, crap.
Wrong thing. There's more W's are gonna flash.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, they. S is gonna explode too. Where's the N?
Oh my gosh, finally. God darn it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Please. There we go. Got it.
Okay,
Yes.
S.
We're gonna save these E's, so we don't need these anymore. We'll save the K's.
Don't need the K?
Yes, we're gonna save them, that's why. Oh wait, we do need the K.
Yeah.
That was good. Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Then K's.
Okay, so we need an E and an R. I was trying to figure out what a 4-letter word was, but... All we need is left and an R.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, that was a little more nerve-wracking than it needed to be. And you just, this stream is gonna go like 3 hours.
Without you, you would have had a lot of
The
things
weapon must be
explode
the
on you.
iron skewer.
Yeah.
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
I checked out the equipment list, and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. Ah, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly. Hey, Teru Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
In my pants.
Blah, 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 blah.
Avril Lavigne? Man. Tay would like that part.
Avril Lavigne!
What?
Avril Lavigne?
Me too.
Huh? Did he really just say that?
Me too.
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru Teru leave the old building.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
Where?
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
But we're in the kitchen.
Teru Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Don't tell him. Finally, we are nearing the end. A cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply will not listen to what you have to say. It will probably pain you to condemn your classmate, but this is a class trial after all. You must argue against your opponent to destroy their soul shields. A high-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent excuse and nonsense. That's the bullet time, but... Sorry. The panic talk action. Yeah, that's a bullet time battle is what it was called in the first game. Panic talk action, PTA. During PTA, you must destroy all of your opponent's soul shields so you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song. Oh, it's a rhythm game. Victoria knows how good I am at rhythm games. You know how good I am at the rhythm game.
I suck at rhythm.
Match the tempo marker by pressing the left mouse button, and you'll be able to lock onto opponent's remarks. Keep pressing it, you will be able to lock onto multiple remarks at the same time. Afterward, if you release the left mouse button in time with the tempo marker, it will intercept the locked-on remark and destroy it. What? By destroying remarks, you will be able to damage soul shields protecting the opponent and destroy them. However, if you cannot destroy the remark within the time limit, you will end up getting hurt. During PTA, you can press the escape key and review the controls. This PTA, just focus on pressing the left mouse button. Please wait for another time for the other features. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll find yourself in a tempo down situation. When the song changes, the tempo changes. This will alter the timing for each button. Please be careful. Last but not least, let me tell you about the final blow. If you destroy all your opponent's soul shields, they will start to give their final argument. If that happens, 4 words will be displayed at the top of the bottom, left, and right sides of the screen. These 4 words will respond to the WASD keys. You press the buttons in the right order, you'll be able to compose the words of your final strike. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, your opponent's soul shields will recover. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Whoa.
What the hell you saying, you stupid country hick?
You're the stupid country hick.
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hick?
I guess We have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
If the iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started. Which means, was the weapon already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Was it? Could it have been in an unexpected place? Where would that be? Where did he hide a long weapon like an iron skewer? Think carefully.
I'm not hiding anything!
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
We got it.
I'm not hiding anything! I'm not hiding anything!
I must reveal to Teru the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. Wait, hold on. Can I please just take a moment, please? Can I please? Just left mouse button, that's it. Lock on and attack. That's it. Okay.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
I've been missing this so much.
Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Where would the whipping be?
Oh god. The meat on
Bone.
No?
It's not? Is that not right?
I think I put it in there wrong.
Where would the weapon be?
Meat on the bone.
This is
Oh,
the end.
yeah.
I spelled it wrong. I said the meat on bone.
I keep like seeing people talking about that and I always mess it up.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
Meat on the bone, not the meat on bone. Meat bone on bone.
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
Then why didn't you bring us out the meat on the bone, huh? I wanted some of that.
Connor wants some.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it.
It seems there are no dangerous items like that skewer in the Tarasco earlier inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. Phew. I wouldn't have known what to do if he said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items, but it turns out that they were.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected.
It's not the only place you put it.
Yes, it
Out of all
is.
the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
Look at how huge that thing is. I mean, that's literally a whole cow.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
We aren't in America, you don't have your Miranda rights.
There's no way that exists here.
Wow, Yoga.
We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, now hold on a second. Time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
About that.
Monokuma's just gone.
He's like, peace out, I'm dead already.
Where did Monokuma go? I'm right here!
He's just gone. Oh, he already ate it.
I'm already eating it!
Ah, a bear that eats meat!
What a shocker.
Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
Thanks, Ibuki.
Oh, what is this? So yummy!
That's that whole cow that was turned into a cow from a chicken by Monami. And by Usama.
Damn it! That's my meat!
Is it now, Akane?
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
Why is it bad if you didn't do anything?
My! There's there's something inside the
Where's
meat.
Monokuma just pieced it?
Look what came out.
It's a skewer.
Oh.
Isn't that? Is that an iron skewer?
Hidden inside the bone.
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone.
Oh, I just saw that.
Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
I love that saying, Gundam.
Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone.
I don't like the fact that on this thing's panic talk action, I have to hold down my mouse button to be able to get it to connect to attack.
I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment.
You tell him, Nagito.
Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
No, usually the first person to kill is full of despair.
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Thank you.
Kisa, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should
I guess
first...
we need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire
Here we
incident
go,
from
the closing
beginning to
argument.
end and make everything clear.
Go over the entire incident. Now then, I can prove Teru Teru's crime. That's right, if we don't do that, we can't end this no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do it.
So it's finally come to this. My throb is chesting. Every case has one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the order of events in the case in the form of a comic book. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided. Around 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among incorrect panels. If you use up all the correct panels contained in one set, it will switch to a new set. And after that, if you fill in all the holes, you will clear the challenge. I'm pretty sure some of you already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps, but once you fill in some, they will be much simpler. For those of you who played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there's a certain trick. If you move the reticle onto the gaps of each page, it will display hints at the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in the gap. Also, if you move the reticle onto a truth panel, it will also display a hint as well. This hint explains the scene contained in the panel. Put together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a time limit. Well then, good luck and have fun. Closing argument starts.
Alright.
Everyone at the party is... Yeah, who's drinking juice? That's right there, so you can tell that it's not this. At the storage room before the blackout. Not a clue. Same scene as the office room and dining hall. What? Don't know that one. At the office room when the blackout occurred. Case containing potential weapons. No!
Hiyoko drinking her juice? I don't know.
The moment it got dark, Byakuya.
Yeah.
Yes. Who did Byakuya see? Okay, that we don't have that. The killer obtained a light. The weapon was hidden in... Okay, so... That's the light. What did the killer do after exiting into the dark hallway? Close the fire door. Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Let's go back to the beginning. Right. Nekomaru was holding a dick.
Yeah, basically.
When knife glowing in the dark, the ultimate musician has amazing hearing. Okay. The storage room before the blackout. Same scene as the office room and dining hall. In the office room when the blackout occurred. No.
Wouldn't it be, or could it be, what's her face's Ibuki's here?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Could it be Akio? See? This was hidden in the meat on the bone.
Yeah.
That's true. I almost have no health.
Mm-hmm.
What did the killer obtain at the storage room? No, I don't think he obtained that at the storage room. Oh, it's probably a cloth like that.
Yeah.
What was found under the table? A knife glowing in the dark. I heard it. This is Ibuki.
Alright.
This is definitely what's right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, borrowing tablecloth. Yep.
That has to be like the same as like the one.
I think that we use all of these actually.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Akio, that's not it. The office room when the blackout occurred. I don't think so.
No, what about this? What's this?
At the at the storage room before the blackout. No, that's probably not right there. This is this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And I think if this other one is going to be a Kane eating.
No, it's during the blackout.
Oh. At the storage room before. Is it this? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, last stock, okay. Oh, the air conditioner turned on?
No.
Nope. Oh, okay, we're missing Chiaki.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that.
This one would be the air conditioner.
At the office room in the blackout. Yep, that was that.
Yeah.
And there should be one last thing, the Akio.
Yeah.
I mean, Nagi.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
We almost failed the first try.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on.
Oh, there's a
Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan.
So
the murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened.
They would have been smarter to leave the murder weapon down below, under the stairs, and try and join everybody in the dining room.
There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura?
Hanamura. That face. The face of pure agony.
That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong? This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
Oh, you're screwed though.
It seems this is the end.
I kind of feel kind of bad for Terry too. I'm kind of just ready to it.
I feel like, I have no emotions in me right now.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, God. Those are the moments where I screwed up a lot.
Agreed.
That's terrible to look at. I actually kind of have some tears in my eyes.
Blood's like, I'm over it.
It looks like your argument has come to a close.
Finally.
Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate?
My wild side for just a second.
I hated that.
Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote!
I think it's hard to
Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier!
That makes me uncomfortable.
Why did this happen?
Because you're a bad teacher.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Here we go, you guys. Guilty. Yeah. It's him.
Apollo, can you stop him?
Why am I so upset about this?
I'm not.
Correct!
That's right! This time, the blackened responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teru Hanamura. No. Are you serious?
No.
Out of all these people, are you saying a pawn like him is the one who killed Byakuya?
You're making him sound like Daffy Duck.
Why did you kill him?
Now you sound like Scooby-Doo.
You got it wrong.
It was a mistake, I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey.
I was only to try and stop Nagito from murdering one of you.
So you were gonna murder Nagito instead.
Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean? I spent all morning in the old building preparing dishes for the party, and then I heard weird laughing in the dining hall, and when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty putting a knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I went and got waffles. Then I came back, so I continued to watch what he was doing. And I saw him place the irons he bought in the storage room and mess with the air conditioner timers. Plus he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him.
When that happened,
he...
You caught me?
What?
Been caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course.
Makes sense.
Terry, just to let you know, it's pointless of you to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
But what? No matter how much I want you want to leave this island, that's just... I see. I see.
Yeah.
I combined Teru and Nagito.
No.
I see. So that's what you think.
No.
I see. So that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all of the Ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why I don't want them to lose again against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
What are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
See, isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you'll become even stronger yourself? Which is the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone hopes will become, right? I want to see that brightness, and in order to see it, I'm going to become everybody's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. You go for this, That's right. I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair.
You're kidding,
Are
right?
you kidding? Don't tell me. You're actually serious?
Man.
So you don't understand? That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I can be called the ultimate fanatic.
No way!
There's something wrong with you. Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me?
Hey.
But isn't that what love is?
There's this thing saying
Nagito, what is the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand it. Anything about the story at all.
See?
You see, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win?
No.
Don't fuck with me!
You better not compare us to that.
What?
Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level.
Amazing!
It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone else at everyone's trial.
Great!
There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights.
What's going on?
Stop it! You're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun?
It's not the same as someone killing for fun, but I guess it looked the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all here to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Terra discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that it was intentional too?
So...
Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. That is why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teru. You expected to pique Teru's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex.
Well, you're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. And that's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well.
You're right.
I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it. Ugh. This dude's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know.
However...
But why? Why did you kill Byakuya instead?
I just want to say that I would rather have Nagito killed than Teru. Nagito was the mastermind behind this whole thing. It's Nagito's fault.
Nah.
I don't know. Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer there. But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Waffles!
Nagito's left.
Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife. And then in place of Nagito...
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it.
Huh?
Perhaps...
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito.
Then how would if he had known?
What?
What did you say?
See?
'Cause Byakuya said so, didn't he?
Don't worry. As long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much I promise.
Could it be in order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards.
Oh my god.
And that someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife.
I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet,
such despair.
I never expected an ending like this. Such despair. What? But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be you knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like me?
Is it?
Of course not.
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding.
How unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teru. But why? Well, because Teru decided to commit his crime because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teru. Well, what do you mean, confirm? Just stop it already.
Well...
Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized
Empathized?
Empathized with Teru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those are my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teru? Ugh.
Man.
In the end, my help just wasn't enough. This turned out to be a bad ending for Teru. And you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain. I guess you could say he's some real rotten meat.
Great!
You become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible!
It's a sacrifice?
Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you.
Hey.
Hey, is it really okay for us just to leave this crazy bastard alone like this?
Huh?
Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off?
Yeah!
Kill! He said! High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito. It's Teru.
What's the matter?
You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment is waiting for them.
Wait!
Hold on.
No.
How should I put it? An accident, an act of self-defense, not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible it's not my fault.
Hey!
It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's murder.
Hey!
But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims. That's not. Hey, save me, you guys. I was only just trying to stop Nagito, so...
Why you?
Be honest. After learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right?
Wrong.
You're wrong, guy. There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. He's right. He would have just stopped him. Well, that is In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive. Right? Just be honest already, at least in the end.
No. That is...
Teru.
Why?
If only he didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive.
Answer me.
Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru.
I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Homespeak Academy and come home.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
Again?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
Oh.
I know that already. I know that already.
Am I crying because of Teru?
No.
Yeah, I am.
No.
I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Terry.
But if we were told our memories were stolen, and that several years had passed since our first day,
Hey!
then what happened to the haunted Murataya? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me?
So, you did believe what Monokuma said?
Damn it!
You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. So why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to go home. Terror, you! I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Terror didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it, he needed to deny it. Damn it! If I only knew how he felt, something like this would never happen. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's why when I heard Nagito's plan, I found out he was going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why.
Fine.
So, you wanted the first kill.
I'm sorry.
You guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice Eddie you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Miyaki instead of Nagito. I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Terror. I see. Interesting, but as far as motives are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring. What?
So, yahoo!
It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
You can't!
No, you can't! Shut up, Mommy.
Jeez, get out of my way!
Thank you. I like
Well,
Mommy,
now.
she's annoying.
There. Now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
She's annoying.
Wait!
Hold on a second. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
for Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook.
Hey!
Call me chef. No, wait, that's not what I want.
Please!
Please tell me at least what happened to the Hanamura doctor, to Mama.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Lies!
I won't believe this. I won't believe it.
Mama!
I don't care.
I do. I don't care how bad of a person he was. He just wanted to make sure his
Murder
mom
is
was
murder.
okay. He wanted to make sure his mom was okay.
No, murder is still murder, though.
You guys go. It's execution.
Oh, wow. I don't see the execution. I don't think we did that. Oh. Why does that remind me of Leon's execution, too?
They did it on purpose.
Yeah,
They did it with the first execution of the Beast game too.
I know. Oh. It's just like silence when I'm watching it. Oh.
Extreme! Yeah! Whew.
The adrenaline is rushing through me.
Damn it!
No, are you fucking serious?
How cruel.
Why? Why did you do something so cruel?
What?
Huh? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school if you badmouth someone, the teacher writes it in a note and makes whoever you badmouthed read it to you in front of the class?
No.
When that happens, only then do you think about how bad it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove him to do it. So cruel. This is just too cruel.
Nice.
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule after all. What rule? You're the only one who's breaking the rules. I can't just let that slide. What do you mean? When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something? However, there's a catch.
Don't tell me. The catch is...
Figured it out yet? That's right. You guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys want to know, right? You want your school's memories returned to you, right? Then you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories. But why? Why didn't you tell Teru about his mom or his diner? He had a right to know. Yeah, us too. We all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hey, hurry up and tell us. What did you mean earlier when you mentioned our school memories? Oh yeah, I did promise to return your memories after the killing began.
Huh? You're gonna do it? But telling them is kind of...
But I never told you guys that I'd tell you right away.
What?
Not fair.
That's not fair.
Of course.
I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But it's still not clear when that someday will actually be.
I must excuse myself as well. There's something I need to do.
Huh?
Well, what the heck?
So cruel.
That's not fair. They both ran away.
Then...
Monokuma has us wrapped around his finger after all.
Stupid.
Teru, you stupid.
No.
Such
An
despair.
ending like this is just full of despair. A seriously tragic despair. But still, at times like this, as the symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best.
You.
Why are you smiling?
Crap!
How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep?
Nope.
Hold on, I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. You ultimates who inspire hope and your splendid talents. There's no way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't go saying creepy shit. I'll fucking kill you. Please, kill me anytime.
What?
If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone.
Someone like me.
If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special. You? How messed up are you?
Hey.
However, if you're going to kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. Are you seriously intending to help the killer? It's really not that big of a deal. If you're students of Hope Academy, if you're the symbols of hope who possess those chosen talents,
Great!
then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right?
You fiend.
Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer.
Hey, maybe what he's saying is planned all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him.
Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live. You know, just a little bit.
This is exciting!
Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding.
You pissed me off.
Hey, can I punch ya? I just want to be satisfied until I punch ya. I just won't.
Fine. Let's stop this already. It's just going to be a waste of time if we keep dealing with him.
What?
Even Hajime hates me now? You did that. You just ruined your relationship with Hajime.
How unfortunate.
That stings. I felt you and I were quite similar. What is that?
Isn't that right?
You hold a special feeling towards Hope Peak Academy, just like me. Don't put me in the same category as you.
Hey.
But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said it himself. We don't know anything about each other's true nature. No, it's true that our school memories were stolen. It's the same as not knowing our true selves, too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is.
Man.
Akane, please feel free to punch him.
Will do.
Put your shirt back on.
Akane, please.
Hold on.
Please stop!
This at once! Nothing will come from fighting like this. There is something else that we must do.
Huh?
Something else?
Please listen!
We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There is something more important we must do.
I would have rather seen Akane punch him in the face.
Let me ask.
Which is?
Do our best.
That's cheesy.
You fiend.
Mm-hmm.
Well?
We must first leave here and get some rest. And then we shall all work together to do our best. Do our best. So we never have to come back here again.
Perhaps.
That is what I believe we must do right now.
I am sorry.
I am sorry. If only I was a better motivational speaker.
No, that really touched my heart. You're totally right. What we need to do right now is do our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's right. That is right.
Like...
But what do we have to work hard at?
I do not know, but we must do our best.
Truly the ultimate monarch, that's for sure.
Jeez.
Keith, I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron?
Well?
It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to the feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So, let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this will never happen again.
But...
It's scary, but doing our best is our only option. There's no way I'm doing what Nagito said.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, I don't know what you're talking about, but let's do our best.
Punches Nagito in the face as she says that.
Yeah.
Fine.
Very well. Even if we are not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow. Oh, Gundam. You fiend! I don't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. Put my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul and fight to the very end.
Dude, stop.
Yeah, you're right. But you have a different voice every time.
No.
Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best. We kept using that phrase over and over again. Even though we knew we were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it. And we continue to say it over and over again without stopping. Thus, the curtain had fallen upon the class trial where Bianchi and Teru were sacrificed. Afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. We're almost there, you guys.
I just want to leave. I'm tired.
After experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. I gave up, got on the bed, and began walking around the hotel grounds for no reason. Not doing much of anything, I dully looked up at the sky. And there, just like before, there it was, the night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands like fluttering snow. As I looked up at such a brilliant, beautiful sky, I can go anywhere. That thought crossed my mind for some reason. The sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right, I'm definitely going to go home. That's when it happened. As I stared up at the sky, I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then, while I continued to stare at the night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. Isn't this...
Is someone watching me?
You okay?
That's unsettling. 19 days left, 7 hours, 40 minutes, and 19 seconds.
Oh.
Chapter 1, Destination Despair, and 14 remaining students.
What?
All dead. I've never realized that that's not good for you. To be continued. Obtain the present. A 3-star badge. Is that for a 3-star chef instead of a 5-star chef? Oh, another one. Wooden stick.
Alright.
Alright, you guys. That's fantastic.
For a long time,
Oh,
humans
okay.
have been taught.
Okay. So, we will...
Stop it.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the save again here. Technically, this is the beginning of chapter 2, right? Yeah, okay. So, go ahead, take a nice little look at the pet. And I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, you guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Oh, wait. I can't wait till it's over.
See, me too,
I
Gianna.
just wanted to see his more. I just have like no emotions right now, though.
Same, Gianna. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Good night.
Oh boy.
And sweet dreams.